What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Hail Hydra, come back at you with another video. And today, we're doing the official Hail Hydra mock draft. Now, of course, don't know anything about college football, but I do like watching the NFL draft every year. Because, the Jets are bad most years, so don't really get much enjoyment from the games, but do get enjoyment from seeing the new cool players we get. So, yeah, don't watch a lot of college football, but listen to a lot of podcasts, read a lot of articles about the draft this year because, got nothing. It's fun. Just fun stuff to read, fun stuff to listen to. So let's get it started. We're going to be all the teams, of course. We're just doing one round because, got to be honest, I don't even think I could name enough players to do a second round. Will I even make it out of the first round? Who knows? But I do know what first pick's going to be. It's going to be Caleb Williams to the Chicago Bears. Seems pretty set in stone. Reminds me of Zach Wilson a lot. I really do think he is an elite talent. They've both got the off-balance, off-platform throwing ability, make plays when everything breaks down. So I do think that will be a great pickup for the Bears. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be their first, truly great quarterback in their history, They're, the only team that's had it worse in terms of quarterbacks than the Jets. Yeah, pity the Bears. So, hopefully Caleb works out for them. And then the Commanders, we're going to have them take Jaden Daniels. Kind of sketchy how he just kind of came out of nowhere. He's, a super senior and won it all. Won the Heisman. That happened with Kenny Pickett. I don't think Pickett won the Heisman, but it was the same kind of rise, and that did not work out. So it's pretty sketchy, but I'm going to give it to Washington anyway because that seems like what's going to happen. And then right here we got the Patriots. They're going to take bust of the draft, Drake May. He's going to bust because the Patriots are going to take him. And, you might be all like, Cardinals are going to... They're going to trade back, with the Vikings, so the Vikings can kind of up to get J.J. McCarthy, right? Wrong. They're going to pick Marvin Harrison Jr., who I did see in person, and he was getting locked down by Rutgers, not going to lie. He had a couple Mickey Mouse touchdowns, but didn't have a lot of yards, so yeah, he's going to be a disappointment, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is the pick to the Cardinals. And now this might be where you're thinking, the Minnesota Vikings are going to trade up. Come grab J.J. McCarthy, right? Wrong. It's the New York Football Jets, baby. They're coming up. They're coming up to number 5. They're going to trade 2 firsts for 5. Trade's been rejected. What the fuck? Fuck you, Chargers. I guess. I don't know. It's going to happen. I wish there was a forced trade button I could just hit. I'm just going to give them enough picks to... This isn't actually what the compensation is going to be, but I just need to make it so the Chargers will accept it. So, yeah, Jets here at 5. You're like, they traded up to get Malik Neighbors, right? Traded up to get Joe Alt, help Aaron Rodgers, right? Nope, they're picking J.J. McCarthy. You might be thinking, what the hell? Why would they ever do that? And, up until a few days ago, I had no idea this was going to happen. But the other night, I had a dream that this happened on Thursday night. Jets traded up, picked J.J. McCarthy. And I don't remember my dreams, I'll remember one out of every 100 dreams maybe. So for this to be one of the ones I remember, it's got to mean something, right? So yeah, J.J. McCarthy, you are a New York Football Jet. And the Giants at 6, they're going to take Rome Odunze. He's going to be better than Malik Neighbors because he's got a cooler name. His name's Rome. That's pretty sick, right? It's a pretty cool name. And then 7, Titans, we got them going Joe Alt. They just need some dirty boys down in the trenches, Get dirty, block some defensive ends, They got to protect Mayo Man Will Levis. So, yeah, see what he's made of. Joe Alt helped him do that. And here we got Falcons. And you might be saying, oh, Falcons, right? Who are they going to pick? They're not going to pick. They're going to trade with the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to come up. They're going to come and get their man. Where are the Falcons? There they are. We're just going to do this dumb because I don't want to have to get rejected by the trade machine again. So, I'm going to do that, right? Now, we're going to have the Colts. They're going to come up and take Malik Neighbors, pair him with Anthony Richardson, snipe him from the Bears, be like, aha, Bears, we got you. And the Bears are going to be like chilling. They're going to be like, all right, we can just get a defensive end right here. We'll take a Jared Verse. And they're like chilling with that, right? And then the Chargers, they're like, oh, we want to build the trenches. We're Jim Harbaugh now. We want to block for the runners because we have a bad quarterback. Our quarterback, Justin Herbert, can't really pass, so we're going to have to rely on the run game a lot. So that's where J.C. Latham's going to come in, right? He's going to be blocking everybody. And we come to the Vikings, who, have just gotten brutally screwed over this draft, They were trying to get J.J. McCarthy. They failed. But they're going to stick. They're going to take Dallas Turner, edge rusher. I'm going to pivot, right? And then the Broncos are going to be like, you know what? We're just going to take the best player available. Our team's trash, but we do have Zach Wilson now, who can lead us to victory, and we're going to surround him with some grade A talent. We're getting Zach Wilson, Brock Bowers. It's going to be the new Brady Gronk, the new Geno Smith, Jason Amara, just the next great quarterback tight end duo. And then here at 13, the Raiders are going to be like, oh, you know what? We'll get the guy from Oregon State because Oregon State's pretty goated, and we need some run blockers. And then the Saints are like, oh, you know what? We're going to get a tackle, too. We're going to get Olu Muyoa. I just know it's Olu. That's what he goes by, but I'm trying to pronounce his full name. Olamuya. I don't know how it's pronounced. Sorry, Olu. Shout out you. I should probably do some research, look up how that's pronounced. It's disrespectful of me to be butchering it like that. But yeah, we're going to pick him to the Saints. Fashanu, sick name though. You know what I've noticed though? On these tackles, they just have names that start with F, Fuanga, Fashanu, Fatanu. It's kind of crazy, right? They're all very similar last names. But I digress. So right here, we're going to have the Falcons. They're going to take Terrion Arnold. They're going to pair him with Mr. What's his name? What's their good cornerback's name? I can't think of but he's really good. I can't think of his name right now. So they're going to have a great duo. And the Seahawks are going to be like, oh, you know what? We're going to trade back because we're the Seahawks and that's what we do. I actually don't know who's going to trade up, though. It's kind of a tricky thing. They're the Seahawks, so they kind of have to trade back, but, Actually, what if they turned a new corner and just stuck and took a player? We'll have them take Latu. They could use an edge rusher, I guess. Then we got the Jaguars here at 17. We're going to give them Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback from Toledo. Toledo, cool place. Quinyon Mitchell, sick name. He's going to be a star just based on the name alone. So, yeah, and then Bengals at 18. We're going to give them Byron Murphy. They could use some more interior defensive players, really stack up. Yeah, just be baller, And then Chargers the Rams right here. They're gonna take Troy Fatanu, bolster up the offensive line. I actually don't know if the Rams need offensive linemen or not. I know nothing about the Rams. Truth be told, I guess maybe a defensive tackle since Aaron Donald retired, but yeah, it's too late now. So they got Troy Fautanu. And then Steelers, we're going to give them Amarius Mims, right? Because, he's a Georgia tackle. They like their Georgia players in Pittsburgh, and they could always use O-line help. And it screws over the Dolphins, so it's like a double win, The Dolphins here, they're going to be like, oh, we just lost the guy who likes to grab people's nuts, their defensive tackle. He's constantly sexually harassing other players. It's actually pretty weird, but he's done it like multiple times. He's just grabbed dudes' nuts. It really is kind of bizarre. He hasn't gotten punished for just blatant sexual assault, but yeah, I think he went to the Raiders if I'm not mistaken now. So they're going to replace him with Johnny Newton. Johnny Newton, pretty cool name, but he's going to be a bust because he's going to the Dolphins, right? And then here at 22, we're going to have the Eagles take best player in the draft, Cooper DeJean, right? White cornerback. Why do they say he's a safety? I don't know. Pro Football Network might just not be down with the cause, but we're going to have our first real white cornerback in the league in a long time. He's going to tear it up. And then, Vikings here, they're going to trade back with the Bills because the Bills are going to come up to get a wide receiver. Where are the Vikings? Minnesota. And then Buffalo Bills right there. Bills are going to give them every single pick they have. Come up, get Brian Thomas. Wish I could add more picks than this, but only 2. Trade's been rejected. What the hell? Do I have to do it from Buffalo's side, maybe? Okay. Maybe this is it. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, Buffalo, they're going to take Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver out of LSU. Brian Thomas Jr., not a name that inspires confidence, so I think he's going to be a bust. And also because he's playing with the Bills, he's going to be a bust. But, yeah, I think they'll be stupid enough to make this pick. And then Cowboys, we're going to give them Tyler Guyton because that's a pretty cool name. And they just lost Tyron Smith. He decided he wanted to play some winning football for once in a change. He was like, I'm going to go to the Jets, win myself a Super Bowl. So, Tyler Guyton to the Cowboys. And then 25, Packers. They're going to take Graham Barton. It's a cool name, I guess. I don't really know what the Packers really need. They probably need more defenders, but they also have like a million first-round players on their defense. So it's like, can they afford or should they invest another first-round pick? Who knows? But yeah, here we got the Buccaneers. It says their team needs the edge, so we're going to give them Chop Robinson. That's a pretty cool name. So I think he'll be a good player. And then the Cardinals up here, we're gonna give them some strength on the inside. We're gonna give them Jackson Powers Johnson. I'm kind of conflicted by this guy because his name is Jackson, which is a good name, but he went to Oregon, which is like the worst place in the world you could go to. So it's like, can I trust him or not? I don't know. He's kind of sketch. And the Vikings here at 28, they're like, we're going to take our QB of the future now. We're going to take Michael Penix Jr. He's left-handed, so he's going to be a bust, but Vikings are going to fall for it, and they'll be like, we didn't get J.J. McCarthy. We need a quarterback, which I don't think they do because they have Sam Darnold now, and I think he's good enough to lead them to the playoffs. I don't think they need to upgrade I don't think they need to try to force an upgrade because they're not going to get a player better than him, especially at this point. And then the Lions over here, we're going to give them Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins is not a good name for a cornerback, so I don't know how it'll work out. But I do think the Lions are a good team, so maybe they can make it work. And the Ravens at 30. We're going to give them... Oh, that's funny. They have 2 Texas receivers right back to back. I'm going to give them Kingsley Sumatia. Sumatia? I think I'm saying that right. It's a pretty sick name. So he's going to be a good player. And you got the 49ers here at 31. They're going to take Kool-Aid McKinstry. Again, another great name. Kool-Aid. Is that his real name or is that a nickname? Who knows? But either way, it's pretty sick. You know, naming your child after a beverage company seems a bit bizarre, but if it's a nickname, sick as hell. And then, right here at 32, we got the Chiefs. And they're going to take their quarterback of the future, Bo Nix. You know, they do not need, or they need an upgrade at quarterback because Mahomes just is not the future. You know, he's gotten carried to 2 Super Bowls, 2. He's won 3 in total, 2 in a row. But yeah, if they can get an actual upgrade at quarterback, which Bo Nix, while not being good, is still better than Mahomes, they'll definitely be happy with that. So yeah, I think that's the way they go. I do think this is how the first round's going to shake out. I'd be kind of flabbergasted if any of these picks are wrong. I really think I nailed it. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what player you want to see your team take. I know as a Jets fan, the dream is Brock Bowers, but like I said, well, Brock Bowers, Rome Odunze, they're both, those are 1A, 1B, but I did have that premonition that J.J. McCarthy was going to be a Jet, so I had to make it happen. So yeah, let me know in the comments below who you guys want your team to take. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye-bye.